Hello everyone, my name's Stephen Murray and I'm the host of The Gift of Giving, and I thank you for tuning in this week. For those who are tuning in for the first time, this program focuses on the foundations, non-profits and 501c3s based here in the state of Nevada. These are the organizations that are making our world a brighter and better place. To that extent, we have our guest today, Michael Hollis. He's the Program Director for Foundation for an Independent Tomorrow. Thank you, Michael, for joining us today and taking time out of your very hectic schedule.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
It's a pleasure, Michael.
Thank you.
So would you give us, I know your organization, you call it FIT, F-I-T.
Yes.
And I'll refer to that as FIT going forward. Give us a brief overview of the organization and when it was founded.
Yeah, so Foundation for an Independent Tomorrow, FIT for short, it was founded in 1997 by our wonderful founder and CEO, Janet Blumen. She was actually at a local food bank volunteering, and she noticed ladies standing in line for hours to get food. They were on public assistance, and that's where the idea was birthed, Foundation for an Independent Tomorrow. She wanted to basically get them on the road towards self-sufficiency. So now we are here 26 years later, still doing that same work. We're mission-focused. Our goal is to just get individuals into employment opportunities, training opportunities to get them into self-sufficiency and offer public assistance.
Gotcha. Amazing. From one tiny little incident, it's like one small acorn, this huge big oak tree's grown.
Yes, absolutely.
So approximately how many people would you like to hazard a guess as to how many you've helped find jobs and get off of public assistance over the years?
Throughout the years, it's definitely over 14,000.
Wow.
I would say. Each year we see about 800 to 1,000, and we put them in training or provide them some type of service, whether it be resume, case management, mock interviewing, helping them with LOI service, so that's letter of intent services, to where if they need work cards, work boots, the knife set if they're a cook. We help with all that stuff too.
Gotcha. And what made you join the organization? What was the catalyst that made you reach out to FIT and say, I want to be part of this operation?
Yeah, so prior to coming to FIT, I worked for the Nevada Department of Corrections. I was a correctional officer.
Gotcha.
So they tasked me with try to get people from not coming back. So I was involved in the reentry coordination program. So I found out about FIT at the time. And I started at FIT in 2017. I was doing work with them ever since 2012 with the Department of Corrections, and it was a wonderful organization. And I thought to myself, I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of change, meeting people at the lowest point in their lives and helping them get back on track. And here I am years later.
There you go. Got a career for life, it sounds like.
I love it.
So the people that come to you that you help find jobs, presumably they can't go through a regular employment agency, or so what are the backgrounds of the people that come into you? Obviously, as you said, there was this homeless lady that was looking for a job, and that so you get people. Do you also get formerly incarcerated people, or people off of drug rehabilitation, or any kind of rehabilitation? What's the clientele that you?
Absolutely. So we take everyone. So what makes FIT unique is we have individuals from all walks of life, and they have barriers to getting employed, whether it be they don't have the financial assistance to seek other opportunities, or they have a criminal background that's creating a barrier to employment, or they're the stay-at-home mom that's been out of the workforce for 14 plus years. Now the kids are in high school, so she's trying to go back to work but just don't know how. So we meet each client right where they are. They receive a case manager. We have intensive case management. We conduct different assessments to just meet the needs of the client. So the ones that have backgrounds that are formerly incarcerated, that background is preventing them from getting employment opportunities, because all employers are not second chance friendly. Yes. So we're able to partner with employers that are willing to offer them a second chance, and we're able to put them in vocational training that will tailor to their needs and the employer matches. Gotcha. So we talk to the employers to see what they are looking for, and we kind of match the client with the employer to get them squared away that way.
Now, how many case managers do you have?
We have 14 case managers.
Boy, that's
Typically, they would have 40 on their caseload. We have seen an increase in clients coming to our building, which is a great thing. So the 14 case managers have about 55 clients on their caseload now.
Good grief.
Yes, so we
Wow,
are very
that's a
busy
lot.
doing the good
Yes.
work.
Now, when people come in, do you do like a little evaluation, say, this individual needs to go to this case manager because the case managers focus in different areas, or is it just whoever's got the least caseload, you assign it to that person?
Yeah, that's how it is. We do like a random lottery kind of thing to where the client is just paired up with the case manager. The unique thing about us is all case managers, majority of our case managers are licensed social workers, and the other ones hold a 4-year degree in psychology, education, criminal justice, some field like that. So they are experts in the field. So they definitely do personality assessments, they do a whole biopsychosocial assessment, and we address everything. Our scope is vocational training and employment, but if the client doesn't have nowhere to sleep or needs food, we address those barriers with our community partners first before we focus on training and employment.
Gotcha. So you partner with other non-profits. It's one thing I've learned on this program. All these non-profits, they're all partnering behind the scenes with each other.
Yes.
It's amazing how everybody's networking and helping each other. It's quite heartwarming to see that.
Absolutely.
You said a lot of the corporations that you have, or a lot of corporations in general, aren't friendly towards giving people second chances. How difficult is it for you to find corporations? Do you have quite a solid network of corporations that will give people second chances?
Yeah, so we're always looking for more. Right now, we have a job developer on site whose primary job is to find those second chance friendly employers. Right now, we have 41 that's partnered with FIT of those second chance employers, but we definitely need more. So we just bring the employers in, we give them a tour, we do a roundtable discussion to tell them how they could benefit from FIT as well. We will send them a work-ready individual. We will provide them the onboarding costs, essentially, like we pay for the uniforms, if they need the health card, sheriff's card, anything like that. We will cover those costs up front, but we just want the employer to just give them a chance. Did they mess up? Yes, but they're on the right track now, and they just want a shot.
Sure. But do some of these corporations, do they have conditions? They'll say, yes, we're prepared to give people a second chance, but not if they've been in drug or
Yes.
or alcoholics or gamblers or whatever.
Yes.
So they'll lay down some conditions, and you have a little
Absolutely.
computer system where you check and say, oh, this person's acceptable here, but not there. And
Yes.
then do they let you know when they have jobs available, or do you reach out and say, we've got this person, they'd be an ideal person for your corporation, they're dedicated, willing, and da-da-da-da-da-da?
Yes, it goes both ways.
Both
so
ways.
the employers will say, hey, I have 5 openings, I'm looking for A, B, C, and D. And we're able to, the job developer will go to the case managers and say, hey, I have this, do you guys have any qualified candidates? And that's when we will send the information to the job developer. Or the job developer will reach out to the employer and advocate on the client's behalf.
Yes.
We always tell our clients that the case manager and job developer will advocate on your behalf, but we need them to put their best foot forward as well.
Sure. Now, the success rate is probably hard for you to measure, but have you had feedback from the corporations that say, hey, we had to let this person go, sorry they didn't work out for whatever reason, and you've probably had some others that reach out and say, hey, this was great, find us another Joe Doe like this one. What's been your success rate? Have you had many people that have reached out and said, we had to let them go?
We have had a great success rate. We don't have that happen too much to where they have to let someone go. They have a great partnership with us, that the clients have a case manager, and they have the support of me as well. So if they are having problems, they will let us know, hey, Johnny has been late about 4 times to work. I have spoke to him about attendance. We're going to give him one more try. Can you guys speak to him as well? So FIT will step in, speak to him, see what the problem is. We found out from a previous client about 2 months ago, he was late to work, but we found out that he rides the bus and he would have to walk like a mile or two to get to work, so that was making him late. So we went and purchased him a bike, and he has not been late since. So there's things that we could triage ourselves if we know.
Yes.
So we keep that constant communication between FIT and the employer.
And when somebody moves into a job, do you have little follow-up calls or meetings with these people like every couple of weeks, find out how they're settling in? Not the employer, the actual
Absolutely.
employee.
Yes. So we stay with the client a year after employment, and we don't count employment until they have been employed for 90 days. So essentially the client is in our program for like a year and a half. Constant case management. Case managers are in contact with the clients twice a month to see if they need anything. Hey, how's work going? Come back, update your resume. What do you need from us? So it's just that great rapport to where the client knows that they have a support system.
Gotcha. And do you have the same rapport with the corporations? Do you call their human resources divisions every 2 weeks and say, how's this person working out? Or do you just let sleeping dogs lie?
Oh no, we keep in constant contact. So the benefit is our job developer, she does a quarterly roundtable as well with all of our employer partners. So they get together, they tell us what's working, what's new opportunities that they're building. We tell them what we're seeing at FIT, and we keep engaged that way. And she also checks on the clients as well. So she follows up with the case manager, or she contacts the clients, hey, how's the job going? Just checking up on you, or she will even do site visits.
Yes.
So it's a very effective partnership.
It sounds like it.
Absolutely.
And when people when they walk in your door for the first time, they're all at different levels.
Yes.
You know, they're not all coming in at the same level. Some of them probably don't even have a resume or don't even know how to write one. So do you sit down and help write resumes and things like that, find out what they've done in the past, why they were let go or why they left?
Absolutely.
You do all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
So some of these individuals are with you longer than others, depending on where they were in the lineup when they
100%.
When they entered.
I always tell the staff that we have to meet the clients where they're at.
Yes.
And then I tell them that each client is different.
Yes.
So we have to stick to who they are, meet them where they're at, and build them back up.
Yes.
Some clients are there because they don't know how to interview. They have went on 50 job interviews and they have not landed it. So we're able to sit with them and say, okay, this is what you need to work on. You know, you lack the eye contact, you're not confident, you're slouching in your chair, so let's work on those things. Or some people aspire to be CNAs or CDL drivers, but they just don't have the funds to go through training. So now they're working at 7-Eleven and they're living paycheck to paycheck. So now they're in debt, they're borrowing from loan companies, they're stressed out. So it's just different things for each client, and the case manager does tailor it specifically toward each client. So we meet them right where they are. Some clients are in our program 2 years on, or they just keep coming back over and over. Some clients do the training, they're self-sufficient, and they come back and speak to the current clients at FIT to tell them how the program works. So we are definitely client connected and addressing the needs that they have.
What's nice, it sounds like these people aren't just numbers to you. Don't just assign them a number, come in number 3, whatever. You literally are catering to their individual needs. You're treating them like human beings and building up their self-esteem and giving them the respect.
Absolutely.
To you. Stay right with us, everyone. We're just going to take one sponsorship break. We'll be right back. Please stay with us.
At Lucia Capital Group, we've been helping people manage risk and plan for their future through some of the most challenging market conditions. Volatility in the stock market will never go away, so it's really all about your strategy and how you react to it. Our bucket strategy aims to help you manage your financial goals even during the most uncertain times. I'm Joshua Dowden. I've been working with clients here for more than 16 years, and I can help you as well. My office is right here in the heart of Summerlin, just north of Charleston Boulevard. Don't let the stock market determine the quality of your retirement. Call me today for a free consultation. 702-508-6421. That's 702-508-6421.
Welcome back, everyone, and welcome back, Michael Hollis from FIT, Foundation for an Independent Tomorrow. And I'd like to thank Joshua Dowden from Lucia Capital Group for sponsoring this program and for giving me the great retirement that I have. Appreciate it. So, in this section, Michael, I'd like to talk about some of the multiple training programs. You have all kinds of programs for people that come in and either have no skills or want to change your career path. So, let's start off. The first one I saw on your website was automotive technology. Would you like to give us a little bit of background of each of these programs, starting with this one?
Yeah, so actually on the campus of FIT, the second story, we have the Standards of Excellence Academy, and it's our sister property, and we have a training facility right on site. So if the clients do want to stay on site and do training, they have that option. So with the automotive program, we are partnered with Finley Automotive, and the clients, they go through about 16 weeks of classroom and hands-on at the dealerships. And when they are done with the training, they are offered a position, a job at the dealership at one of the Finley Autos. And we noticed that all the programs we have upstairs at Standards of Excellence, there's a need. They are short automotive technicians. I took my car to the shop maybe a month ago, and for a basic oil change, it took about 4 to 5 days because they were short technicians.
Good grief.
So we are trying to get individuals in that field to fill some of those vacancies.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you, Finley Motors, for being such a willing partner with your organization. And the next one is a certified nursing assistant.
Yes, very important job. CNA, they are the backbone to the healthcare field, and they are the support of the nurses. And we all went through a pandemic, COVID.
Yes.
And the hospitals are struggling. My wife, she's a nurse, and she tells me how much the CNAs mean to them, how much they support her. So that is a program as well. That's a 9-week program. And the CNAs, they do an externship at one of the assisted livings and the Valley hospitals. So we get them that hands-on experience, and they get job opportunities as well during their externship if they perform well, which we make sure that they do a great job in their externship so they can land that job at the end.
Now, when they go through this training program, we said it was, what, 8 weeks?
It's 9 weeks.
9 weeks.
Yes.
Sorry, 9 weeks. Now, do they get paid while they're in this training program, or do they have to fund it themselves?
We actually pay for the training, but they can work like a part-time job while they're going to training.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. And how many people do you have in that program at any one time?
We do 12.
12?
So 12 at a
You
time.
cut it off at 12.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have certified logistics associate / technician.
Yes, so that is the warehouse field. So that's inventory control, that's shipping and receiving. When the trucks come in and they're scanning the items, getting them on the dock, getting them on the shelf. So that's an important field. Amazon is a huge supporter of ours for that. They have a ton of openings. So we make sure that Amazon comes on site, talk to the clients, tell the openings. Amazon has about 50 to 60 openings. So we're trying to assist with that in getting people in those career fields as well.
That's amazing. Good for Amazon
absolutely.
for coming through there. All this stuff goes on behind the scenes every day in our world, and we have got no idea at all. What about, and then you have forklift operation.
Yes. Yeah, so forklift is a main thing, conventions. This is a city of conventions, so a lot of the unions, we try to partner with them for the clients to have that steady work. When there's conventions in town, or even Amazon, they have a lot of forklift operator positions. So we train them right on site. So today we have forklift training. We close off the parking lot. They do 4 hours in class and 4 hours on the machine, and they're certified right there on the property.
So, and of course they have to have special training. You can't just put somebody behind a forklift and what have you. And then you have certified long distance truck drivers.
Yes. That's a main one. So majority of the clients that have came to FIT, they are interested in truck driving. And what I have noticed, and what I have noticed is during the pandemic, we realized when everything was shut down, truck driving was still going because they was bringing the goods to Walmart and Smith's and the stores. So individuals are getting into that field. We have seen a lot of individuals leave the hospitality industry, and they are now over-the-road truck drivers. And so far, we have successfully put 63 ladies through CDL training. So that's a highlight that we are celebrating because it's a male-dominated field.
Yes,
so
no question about it.
63 women have been through CDL within the last year and a half.
Good grief.
Yes.
Wow. Numbers never fail to surprise me. Phlebotomy.
Yes, so that's one of our newer programs that we started, Valley Health Systems. They came to us and they said, we need phlebotomists. We are struggling. And phlebotomists are individuals that draw the blood. We see them at the Quest laboratories, so they are a backbone to the healthcare industry as well. So we do that training. It's an 11-week program. We are partnered with all the Valley hospitals, so the Valley Health System hospitals. So those individuals, they do classrooms. We have a lab at the building to where they can do their skills, and then they go to the hospitals for the externship. And a lot of those students are placed in the hospitals working as phlebotomists right now.
What about Quest? Have you?
Yes, so Quest is a partner of ours. If they don't get picked up at the hospital and they want to go work for Quest or LabCorp,
Yes.
they do have those options.
Because Quest has they're all over Southern Nevada.
Yes.
And OSHA.
Yes, so OSHA is important because that's the safety of driving the forklift, or for individuals that go to flagger training, they need that OSHA before they go into the warehouse or construction field, and we're able to do it right there on site. So we have a certified OSHA instructor, and it's a 10-hour course, 5 hours each day, and they're able to get certified with their OSHA general safety knowledge so they could start in the fields.
You've got a lot of very diverse programs
Yes.
here. Obviously catering to all as many different individual needs as you possibly can. Do you have any plans to bring out any new programs in the near future at all, or?
Right now, we
you
haven't thought of that. We're sticking to this now. We do incorporate programs once we see a need. So CDL was the last one before phlebotomy. We noticed a need in truck drivers, so we started CDL, and now we did phlebotomy. So once there's a need that comes up and people let us know, I know clients have been talking about heavy machine operator, so we're thinking of that in the years to come.
Yeah, good. You mentioned earlier that truck drivers, there was a need for truck drivers,
Yes.
especially when COVID hit.
Yes.
When COVID hit, you had to have been swamped
Yes.
with all the businesses closing down, and it had to have been like a tidal wave hitting your office.
Yes.
Have the numbers decreased much since COVID passed, or do you still have people lined up outside your door every day?
We still have people lined up outside our door. And I tell the staff that it's a good thing because that means that we're doing great things for the community, for the word to get out. Majority of our referrals, I go out and do events, staff does, but it's word of mouth. It's to where the mother went through our program, now she's telling her son or she's telling her nephew. So we're affecting generations. And I say that's the greatest thing is word of mouth, to where past participants have been through our program, so now they're sharing the message.
Yes.
So yes.
Sure. Hold that thought. We're going to take a break, another sponsorship break. We'll be back in a few moments. Please stay with us.
As a proud sponsor of the Gift of Giving, Thomas Dermatology is deeply rooted in its Las Vegas community and is always looking for ways to give back and continue to serve patients of the Las Vegas Valley. Amidst the rapidly and ever-changing landscape of healthcare delivery, both nationally and locally, our singular focus on patient care has remained constant. We have grown responsibly, enabling our team of skincare experts to provide all the benefits of a large practice while maintaining the care and relationships that comes with a small, private, local practice. For patients with cosmetic interests, Thomas Dermatology has an extensive aesthetics department featuring a team of experts who provide cosmetic injections like Botox and dermal fillers, as well as a full suite of state-of-the-art lasers and med spa services. The newest addition to the clinic is a facial plastic surgery division, allowing us to treat the aging face more comprehensively. These services are complemented by our extensive inventory of skincare products, offering patients the necessary and evidence-based ingredients to improve and maintain the health and look of their skin at home. Thomas Dermatology strives to be a part of every step in the patient's journey to healthy skin. We look forward to welcoming you and your families.
Welcome back, everyone, and welcome back Michael Hollis from FIT Foundation for an Independent Tomorrow. And Thanks for spending the time again with us, Michael. Like to talk a little bit about volunteer opportunities. Do you have many volunteer opportunities within your organization?
We do at different times of the year. We're always looking for volunteers to help out in our different workshops. So we run workshops at our building Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for the clients, resume, computer basics, job search. So we have our job developer, she does all the workshops, but we always will look for volunteers for the workshops, for tutoring, things like that, to come in and do some mock interview workshops. Yes.
Oh, mock interviews.
Absolutely.
That's an interesting concept.
Yes.
Sounds like fun. How many volunteers do you have right now? Do you have a group of volunteers that's static?
So right now we have about 10 in our building, and they rotate on different days. But yeah, we try to keep like a solid 10 at any given time throughout the year.
Now, do they require any qualifications to be a volunteer, or if they show up, you'll put them to work?
If they show up, so pretty much we have a link on our website, and they just click the volunteer application, fill out the information, and I will get in contact with them.
Oh, okay, great. Now, what about funding? How do you get funded? Is it corporations, individual donors, or government grants, or?
Yeah, so currently we have both. We have private donors and we have state and federal funding, but we're always looking for private donors because our state and federal funding, that is for reentry purposes only. We're not able, that's restricted funds for reentry. So we need private donors because we just don't see clients that have backgrounds. We see anyone. So we see individuals that don't have backgrounds. So that's where the private funding comes into play. So we're always seeking donors. We're always looking for people that's willing to donate. That's on our website as well. If individuals are interested in donating to FIT, they could click the donate button, put the amount, and that will go straight to FIT. And majority of that goes to client services. It does not go to staff salaries and stuff like that. That's paid for out of state and federal. That's done for client services.
Do you get much help from corporations other than those that are helping, you find employment for your clients? Do you get many that actually give you money? Yeah,
so a blessing is Nevada Energy, U.S. Bank, Caesars, and MGM Foundation. They contribute to us. We write for the funding, and they have been contributing to us every year to help out. We call them private clients, the clients that don't have a background. So they assist because they are looking to do training too. Some want to be a RN, but the first step on that career ladder is CNA. So we have to pay for that training, so they're able to cover those costs and testing fees and scrubs and all that.
Yes. And do you get any government grants at all from either state or federal?
We actually just received American Rescue from the county, so that has been a help in us helping the private clients, but that money's going to run out soon. So we're always looking for monies that don't involve the reentry because we're good in that area. We just want to assist the individuals that don't have a background.
Yes. Boy, that's tough. Yes. What about fundraisers? Do you have many fundraising events? Do you have any coming up? Or?
We just had one, so we had our 26th gala. So we normally have that at Caesars every October. So we're looking to do it next year in October. So that's our main fundraising event that we use a lot of that money to go towards those individuals that don't have a background. So that's a huge for us.
The biggest one for the year. And then do you have others like golf tournaments or anything like that?
No, that's our only one.
So you just have the one big one, and
the one big one.
Hope that enough carries you through the year. What would you say are the biggest challenges right now facing your organization?
I would definitely say the biggest challenge, the thing I worry about as a director, especially when you're working for a nonprofit, is funding, because we definitely want to be able to service the clients in our community. So it's always just funding opportunities. I try to stay on top of just getting money in the organization so we could keep providing services that's needed, because there's definitely a need. We see over 100 people in our building every week, 100 new people every week.
Jeepers.
So it's definitely a need out there in our community. So it's just staying on top of the funding opportunities when they come out.
Gosh.
Yes.
Yes, you've got to keep those lights on and the rent paid every month and what have you. Boy, Gee, Michael, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on this program. It really has.
Thank you so much for having me.
for spending the time with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
If people want to reach out to the organization, could you give us your website and phone number, and so John can put it out there?
Absolutely. So our phone number is 702-367-4348. If they call that number, our wonderful receptionist we have a resource station. They will guide them to any questions that they may have. We also have a wonderful website. It's www.lasvegasfit.org. Again, www.lasvegasfit.org. Our website is amazing. We have an IT department. They update it all the time. We have all of our information on there. Anything that may come to mind is pretty much on the website. So I encourage individuals to either call us, go on the website, or you come down to our building. We're located at 1931 Stella Lake Street. The major cross streets is Lake Mead and Martin Luther King. We're right across from the FBI building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right across. I say the safest place in Vegas.
There you go.
Yes.
Well, thanks again. It's been an
Thank you so
absolute
much.
pleasure. I wish you every success, Michael, in your job and with the organization. You're doing an amazing service to the people here in Las Vegas. You only do Southern Nevada,
Yes,
right?
correct.
So you handle the southern part. And how far out of Las Vegas do you go?
We go all the way to Henderson. We have people that come to us from Pahrump.
Oh,
actually,
okay. So you help people as
Yeah.
far away as that.
Absolutely.
That's just great.
Thank
so
you.
keep up the great
Thank
work.
you so much for having me.
Oh, it's been my pleasure. And I'd also like to thank John Stiles, our producer, and for allowing me to host this program. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Thomas Dermatology and Lucia Capital Group, and my business partner for 25 years, RJ Champion, whose message you'll hear right at the end of this program. And thank you, the viewer, for tuning in today. I hope you found this program informative and enjoyable. And if you have any comments or questions, please reach out to me, Stephen at thegiftofgiving.vegas. And I hope you will join us next week when our guest will be Goody Two Shoes. So I hope to see you then. In the meantime, please stay safe, be kind to one another, and have a great week. See you soon. Bye for now.
Mr. R.J. Champion is proud to sponsor WWDB-TV's series, The Gift of Giving, and wishes the program much success. Congratulations and gratitude to the featured guests and the organizations they represent. Our community is well served by your tireless efforts to make Nevada a better state for all its residents.